Hello, hello, hello. This is welcome back to my 2 cents. We're finna do two quick 2 cents, and we're gonna get this thing started because we got a thing to talk about. I haven't did a 2 cents in a while, and I think it's definitely time to do a 2 cents. So if you're here and you want to be a part of this conversation, you want to be a part of the 2 cents family, like, comment, share, subscribe right now, and let's get right into it. Okay, let's get right into it. All right, so my first 2 cents today, this video right here, because I'm gonna do another one after this one, but this one is going to be about Miss Cardi B. What do we think? Do we think Miss Cardi B is going to go on tour? Do we think so? I am actually unsure. I'm totally unsure if Miss Cardi B is going to go on tour. From the looks of it, it doesn't look like she's going to go on tour. But then again, we really don't know if she's going to go on tour. But it just looks like her priorities is not on going on tour. So, everybody watched, just like I did. Everybody watched her put out an album, everything she did to promote her album. And everybody, including myself, I was impressed. I even wrote on her Instagram, like, you convinced me to buy your album because I have not seen anybody work this hard to promote an album in a very long time. So what did I do? I bought her album. I sure did, because I was very proud of her, and she did all of this while she was pregnant. I was very proud of her. Then she dropped that she's going on tour. I said, oh, Miss Cardi B is going on tour. I think that'd be a lot after just having a baby. I said maybe she should push it back. My exact words. I think she should push it back until like the spring or the summer. Give her some time, her body to heal, her to bond with her baby, the whole nine. She's a brand new mother. I'm like, now she has 4 kids and 2 now under 2 years old. I think, but the little baby, what's her name? Bonnie? No, not Bonnie. What's her name? I forget. I'm sorry. But the other little baby, I think she just turned 1. I think it was her first birthday, right, in September. So she has 2 babies now under 2. And then she has, Wave is 3 or 4. And then she has Culture, which is, I don't know, 5, 6, 7. She's the one runner. So her hands is full. So then, like, I got it. Even with all the help that she has, her hands is still full because she's still a full-time mom. Because Offset, I don't know where the hell Offset is, to be honest. I don't know where the hell Offset is. I'm like, but her hands is full. So I think even Live Nation asked her, do you want to push this back? Do you want to wait on the tour? But she was adamant. That she wanted to have the baby, get back in the gym, prove to herself and us that she can go on tour. Okay. And we gonna rock with you. Because I'm a true Cardi fan. I'm gonna rock with you. I plan on getting me a ticket. I still plan on getting me a ticket. But the tickets aren't moving because the fans aren't sure if she's even going to go. Because it's not that we don't want to see Cardi B. Because we do. But we don't know if she's actually going to go on tour. So, I live in Las Vegas. And she's going to be at the T-Mobile Arena out here. And no tickets is moving because no one knows if she's actually going to go on tour. And we don't want to waste our money to go. If she's going to cancel it anyway or postpone it anyway, we can just wait. So I need to actually see if she actually start going on tour. I think it starts in February, right? Actually see if she's going to start going on tour. Because right now, she had her baby. She went into the gym. She popped out skinny as a mug. Then her man's birthday was like a month after the baby was born. So she went full on with her man. She popped out in Miami, doing all type of shit in Miami. They got a house together, or he bought her a house for the baby. They full on doing their thing, which is totally fine. Now we had Thanksgiving, then we had Christmas. And we have a lot of videos of her with her family. We have a lot of videos of her, celebrating stuff, eating. We have a lot of videos of her doing, you know, holiday stuff. But we don't have any videos of her live streaming or whatever going while I'm headed to the choreography. I'm headed to rehearse. I'm headed to rehearsal. We don't have any of those. But we have a lot of videos of her, in the kitchen, eating, hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, partying the whole night. But we don't see her rehearsing. Then she did a show in Saudi Arabia, and she looked fabulous. It gave me hope again. I said, oh, okay, maybe she is on the low. On the low, she may be whooping ass, or she may be having to have a great creative director who have the tour, who's doing everything. Like Cardi, you do your thing over here, and I have them rehearsing. I have dancers. I have all that doing this. Whoever the creative director is, it's possible that they're going over the tour left and right, bam, bam. So when Cardi is ready to come, all she got to do is come in and rap her verse and walk around the stage and make the dancers dance around her to make her look good. Well, she don't have to do much of anything but rap for an hour or two. And maybe that's what's going on. Because, I'm used to seeing artists at rehearsals and going to rehearsals with their dancers and sitting with the lighting and looking at the stage. I'm used to, certain, artists really being involved with their tours. Because especially this is her first tour at that. This is her first tour. So her first tour is very important because social media is a thing. Social media is a thing. So just like Cowboy Carter, right? People was not sure if they even wanted to go see Cowboy Carter because we was used to a certain Beyonce. We didn't know what we was getting. So at first, Beyonce tickets wasn't moving at all because people was unsure of what they were going to get. But once they started seeing through social media what the show actually was, then people started buying it. And what did Beyonce do? What Beyonce always do? Sell out arenas all over the world. They just needed to see what they were getting for their money. Because they wasn't sure what this Cowboy Carter thing was going to be. And then they was like, oh, okay, let me go. So that's how I think I'm feeling with Cardi B. People aren't moving because Cardi B ain't moving. She's not doing what she was doing to sell her album for this damn tour. So we need to see some videos of you going to rehearsals and you sweating it out. Maybe after New Year's, maybe that's what she's going to do. Because she haven't canceled anything. She hasn't said she's not going. She hasn't said anything. She's just right now focused on her kids and the holidays. So I'm trying to give her after the New Year's, after she party one more time, maybe then she'll start focusing on the tour. But right now, and I don't think she can cancel because she got the money from Live Nation. She got the money from Live Nation already. So I don't even know if she can cancel the tour because she might get sued by Live Nation for the upfront money they gave her. And I think once she finishes her tour, she gets the other half of the money. However much money it is, she gets the other half when she finish. And I think that was a smart thing for Live Nation to do because Cardi first never gone on tour before. So I think Cardi first thing she needs to do is she need to call up some of her tour buddies, if she's still friends with them, and ask them what's life like on tour. Call up Meg, call up Glorilla, call up Lotto, call up call up the girls who are always on tour and see how rigorous the schedule is. Because her tour schedule starts in January, and I believe it is in the spring, but she don't have any breaks in between. I think if I'm not mistaken, her tour dates is like back to back to back. So she's going from one city to another for like 2 or 3 months straight, right? So if that's what you're going to do, if you set your tour up that way, then you have to be ready for a tour like that. I'm like, because you never going on a world. You never going on a tour before in your life. In 10 years of her being in the business, she's never going on tour. And thank her lucky stars, she didn't have to. She's been living off of one album for 10 years. And that's pretty damn good. Where you could put out one album for 10 years. You didn't go on tour. You popped out every now and then and did a show. Stay A-list for 10 years. What kept you relevant is your products that you were pushing, but it never was about music. But you stay relevant though. You stay relevant and you did not fall off in those 10 years. So that's great that she can say that. But now she's going on tour. She needs to like really put an effort into her tour, because if it's a flop tour, they're gonna talk about it. Like, it's gonna be all over social media. If the tour is terrible, if the lighting is bad, if the sound is bad, whatever, if something is bad, you know they're gonna eat it up on social media. And then you know how Cardi is really sensitive, her feelings get hurt really bad. And you know the internet don't give a fuck. So they're gonna say what they wanna say. So if her tour is terrible, they're gonna tear her up on TikTok. They're gonna tear her alive on TikTok. So I'm hoping whoever is a part of her team is really pushing her to get in the booth. I mean, not get in the studio, but get in rehearsal after New Year's, and help her realize that this is a big deal, and people want excellence when they're paying money. They don't want you to just throw some slop together and make your no. We don't want you to cancel shows during it because you're tired or whatever. No, you need to have your ducks in a row, because you're finna be gone for a while, unless your children is finna travel with you. If they're not finna travel with you, baby girl, you need to have your ducks in a row, because you're finna be gone for a while. Okay? And you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be exhausted, and then you gotta come home, and then you gotta pump, and you gotta feed children, and all that. You gotta do all that. So I'm hoping while Cardi is chasing whatchamajigga all around the world and making sure she's in home by 9, because that's what she said on one of her videos. She's being a wife and she's in the bed by 9. You're not a wife. You're a wife to Offset. You're not divorced from him. You're not a wife to old boy. You're not his wife. You're Offset's wife. So you're not being a wife at all. You're being a wife to the wrong man. The man you married, Offset. That's your man. That's your husband. This is just your baby daddy. So as much energy as you're putting into him, you have a job to do. And that is the tour that you promised Live Nation and your fans. And I'm a fan. And I'm a very strict fan. I like excellence, like Beyonce excellence. No, we don't get Beyonce excellence from everybody. But I like excellence. And I'm just saying that if you get me to spend over $200 on a ticket, I'm not giving you $200 for to have a bullshit ass show. Okay? So Cardi, if you're listening, if you see this video, come on. I want to see you, and I want to be, when I leave your concert, exhausted, tired from screaming and having a good old time. That's what I want. I don't want to be like, that was the worst concert I've ever seen in my entire life. I want my money back. Refund. The next time you want to go on tour, Cardi, don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. But once again, I have no clue if Cardi's going to go on tour. But I think she is. But I'm hoping that it's a good tour. I'm hoping it's a good tour. That's all I really got. I hope that it's a good tour. And I hope that she has a team of people right now who's working in the background on her tour. So she don't have to do much. But other than come in and watch. And be like, okay, I like it. And I'm just going to step in right here and I'm going to rap my verse. That's what I'm hoping that's going on. Because a lot to go into a tour, cities, music, lighting, computer stuff on the screen. You gotta fit your set in each state and stadium. It's a lot to go into. Travel, hotel rooms. You got a lot of shit to do, boo. So I hope the people that's around you is doing the job, because that's gonna be a lot of work for you to do in 1 month. In 1 month, when you've had months to do this, and it should have been in your focus as soon as you dropped the baby, like you said. You should have been full on tour. So if you're gonna cancel it, now is the time, or postpone it. Now is the time, because what we don't want is no bullshit tour, Cardi. That's all I'm saying, and that's my 2 cents on the Cardi Corn on tour. The clock is ticking. We're waiting to see. So she's coming to Vegas February the 14th. She's coming here February 14th. And I plan on going. I plan on being on that show. At that show. I will see if she goes. Time's ticking. Alright. I'm watching Cardi very closely. That's my 2 cents. See y'all in the next one.